Hi guys, welcome to Drums at Andertons, and today me and Luke are going to look at our most affordable electronic kit. So Andertons don't sell toys. We're not someone who's just going to keep selling the cheapest and cheapest drums, but this is our cheapest electronic drum offering. But it's actually not that bad, is it?
It's not bad at all, no. It's good.
All mesh, okay sized pads, actually very sturdy rack.
Yeah, I was going to say that's sturdy. It doesn't move at all.
Casual stick holder.
Yeah, which is really cool. That's my favourite feature, actually.
It's from a brand you might not have heard of. So Carlsberg are in around for decades. They're actually a British brand who design stuff here and then it's made out in the Far East. So it's actually an offering that's pretty good, isn't it?
I think it's a very good kit for the money, 100%. It's got some cool samples. The snare sound, for example, is really, really cool.
Snare's its strongest point,
yeah,
isn't it?
I would say so. It's got some cool...
Like a lot of electronic drums, it might have like a bank of sounds. Most of them are sort of filler rather than thriller, but actually the snare drums are all the best instrument on the kit.
Yeah, definitely. I actually really like the snare, which is a good feature of it, yeah.
And we also learned you can sort of tweak each part. It isn't as easy as just like turning the volume up and down, but they have settings, so you can change the setting of just the bass drum or just the snare. So as well as having sort of full-size pads, it's actually got not a bad module on it, especially considering how affordable it is. So how many presets have we got, Luke?
So we've got 22 presets within the module, and then we have 10 user presets as well. So you're able to customize your own kits up to 10, which is a really cool feature.
So yeah, once using the onboard sounds, you can actually make your own kit. So if you wanted quirkier toms or you just want some different cymbals or things, you actually got 10 user banks for that. But it's also got songs on there, you can record yourself.
Yeah, you can play along, and then you've got, like you said, the record and the playback feature, which is pretty good for a module of this sort of standard.
And also the preloaded tunes, you can turn the drums on and off, can't you?
Yes, you can, yeah, with that feature there.
If you want to sort of listen to what's on the track pre-recorded, then sort of try and learn it, you can then play to it. Then you can turn the drums off and actually you play to the track. So yeah, that's pretty cool. For me, I think the coolest feature at this price point is it actually has 2 headphones outputs. So if you are playing at home and you wanted a parent to have a listen while you're actually playing, there's 2 sets of headphones. Or like most things now, sort of post-COVID, there's a second output. So you could have one for your teacher to listen to and one for the pupil to listen to. So to me, I think for a kit at this price point, it's such a great little feature that not everyone's bought into. I mean, this is one of the first to have that. So
yeah, no, definitely. I think that's a really cool feature, actually.
Other things, like most kits, it's got an auxiliary in. So if you wanted to put a laptop, phone, iPad, whatever, you can listen to that because it's got an auxiliary in. But it's also got a couple of extra add-ons, hasn't it?
We have, yeah. So there's a cymbal add-on and one tom as well, which is, again, pretty cool for this sort of price point. So
that doesn't necessarily have to be a tom or a cymbal if you wanted 2 extra cymbals. It's just the onboard sounds are programmed to that input. So if you wanted 2 cymbals, you just have to then change the sound. So it's all doable. The other cool thing, it's a bit like, this module's a bit like Noah's Ark. There's 2 of everything. It's got 2 USB as well. So you can have one, so you can have your user sort of USB for putting sounds, but then you've also got one if you wanted to plug it into your laptop. So 2 USBs just because.
Just because Noah's Ark. I like that one.
A few things with all kits at this price point. Do you know what I mean? So it's only got a sprung-loaded bass drum pedal. It hasn't got a physical, actual moving beat and pedal. That has some advantage if you're upstairs in a house or in a block of flats or whatever. They're actually physically quieter for your neighbours, but they don't feel quite as nice to play. So that's probably its weakness, isn't it? Really?
That is, one of the downfalls for this kit, I would say. But it's not a major issue.
But there are some pros, though. What would you say are really good?
Yeah, so big pro for me is the chokeable ride, which is very cool, and the rim shot on the snare.
Which actually is pretty good, isn't it? That
again,
sounds
snare
authentic.
samples are really good.
In the whole kit, though, to both of us, the sort of strongest element is the snare. That's not just how good the samples are. It also does what? Head, rim, cross stick. I mean, it's nice to play.
Yep.
So that is a bit of a weakness of the kit, but I have to say a strength of the kit is the snare drums. I mean,
let's give you a little demo there. So we've got the cross stick. And then again, rim shot.
And
which is
normal
really cool.
head
And
plane. So for a kit of this price point, to have all of those features, to allow you, like if you're doing your grades and things, you'll progress through all your grades. So that's a great little feature.
Yeah.
So the kit comes as a whole, all the pads, the rack, the cable, all the cymbal pads, the module. There's just a few accessories you'd need to finish it off, isn't there?
Yeah, so you'd need to get a stool, sticks and headphones separately, and an amp if you did want to go for an amp.
Yeah, that's obviously different part of your journey. It's got 2 headphone sockets, so you don't need an amp straight away. Do you know what I mean? You can play. The start of your drumming journey can easily be on this.
I always recommend that to customers anyway, just to start off with headphones, work your way into an amp.
Yeah,
just
and to be honest, if you're on headphones, you're in your own little world and you're just playing for you. Do you know what I mean? And that's quite nice. Hopefully you enjoyed checking out the Carlsberg kit. This is our most affordable electronic drum, but actually it's not a bad little package. It's quite cool.
Not bad at all.
So check out the links below for any accessories in the kit. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.